you can't go on the sick because you've got mild anxiety. But it is an attitudinal change that Britain needs. An attitudinal change to hard work rather than work-life balance. An attitudinal change to the idea of working from home. People aren't more productive working at home. It's a load of nonsense. They're more productive being with other fellow human beings and working as part of a team.
Now, to be honest, I'm from Eastern Europe, and I feel like puking. Like, I feel revulsion whenever the government starts talking about morality. Because I want the government to just make sure that the trains arrive on time, that the police is there when crime happens, and that's pretty much it. Like, I want them to shut the fuck up, okay? Like, morality is for the church. It's not for the government. But, this is also an interesting statement. You got a politician like Nigel Farage explaining how work is supposed to be done. It's like, how the fuck does he know? Like, did he work in a factory? You know, did he work at Amazon? Did he actually do something for a living? Like, no. He gorged himself with taxpayer money. So, it's a little bit hilarious to hear someone like that. But here's the other interesting part. How is this going to get votes? Because here's the thing. What he said isn't actually true, right? Like, most people enjoy thinking that life is black or white, that you can make such a statement and be true. The reality is, like, working from home can work for some people, while for other people, it will definitely not. It depends, like, what job are you doing? Like, an HR lady can probably work from home just fine. You know? Some IT guy. Well, it depends. Like, if he's autistic and he actually doesn't like going to an open office, and he's distracted by all the nonsense there, and he actually just likes to focus, like, he will probably work better from home than someone else that's extroverted and actually does enjoy going to an open office. It's also not really about productivity. It's also about the real estate industry, because a lot of companies, they basically ended up with offices that they couldn't use after COVID. A lot of the middle management, they ended up in a crisis after realizing that they're not needed when people work from home. Now again, here's the thing, right? It's not universal. Like, in some situations, yes, absolutely. Like, people working from home weren't cut out for it, and so productivity went down. Some people genuinely got anxiety from working from home, because the human mind is basically used to going to work, and it's a separate place, and you do your job there, and then when you come home, you relax. But if you mix the two, then the home becomes the work. And so, like, you're constantly distracted by kids, by your wife, and then you have, like, this negative energy regarding your home. So, here's the problem. If you have, like, two types of people, number one, that like to work from home, and number two, that don't. When you're a politician and you're making this statement, you're not going to get votes. You're going to lose votes. Because the people that actually like going to work, like, they're going to agree with you, right? But, like, that's not convincing them to vote for Farage. It's like basically like Farage saying something they know, right? Like, what exactly is he going to bring to the table? Jack shit. But if you're a person that actually likes to work from home, which many people are, they would be like, well, if this guy gets elected, like, what if he changes culture and then my company forces me to work from the business? I don't want that. I'm not going to vote for it. Like, fuck that shit. And there's a lot of people that, like, prioritize their well-being more than, like, the meta, the grand narrative, the Islamization of the United Kingdom, the erosion, the genetic... Like, no, most people. And this is actually true, right? Whether you like it or not, you have to accept that this is reality. Like, the overwhelming amount of people, like, they care about themselves and their family more than they care about anything else. And so, if you're going to threaten them, it's like, okay, if I win, like, I'm going to change the culture, and you're going to be forced to work from the office. Yeah, a lot of people are going to say, fuck that shit, because, like, you're not offering them anything. That's another question, like, what exactly are you offering them, right? Like, if people genuinely want to work from the office, they work from the office, right? Like, there isn't, like, this disgruntled generation that covets the office, but, like, for some reason Companies have said, no, you're not allowed, you're going to work from home. And they're like begging for a politician to come in and make a legislation to allow them to go back to the office. Like, that just doesn't happen, right? And so, it's really interesting. Like, he turned this into a moral issue, and you have like people say, well, that's right. It's like COVID destroyed. That's right. We need to revert it. It's like, first of all, it's not the government's responsibility to revert this, right? Like, this is the private sector. Now, if the government was, for example, offering jobs that could be done from home, and you would petition the public sector to not do that, like, that's fine. But, like, why is the government giving a fuck, like, this micromanaging of every single aspect of a person's life? I mean, again, like, I thought that's labor's business, you know? Like, I thought that's what the other parties do. Like, you would think that Farage is a little bit different, like, it has a different mindset. But no. Nigel is right. Working from home is terrible. I feel isolated. Yes, you feel isolated, okay? You feel isolated. Like, that's fine. But why do you give a fuck about John? Like, you're not John. You don't know what John goes through. Why do you want to force John to work from the office? What benefit does it give you if John works from the office? Like, this is something that I don't get. And it's like, working from home is terrible. Well, stop working from home. Like, no one is forcing you, you know? It's just so fucking weird. Like, this whole generation that of the mindset that what's good for me is good for everybody, and I need to force everybody to live like me. I just don't get it. Like, I grew up in a different generation. I grew up with a different mindset. This boomer rhetoric is why families, community, and faith are seen as an afterthought in relation to the idolization of economic in our system. The West is crooked. But, I mean, kind of yes, kind of no. I think, like, the welfare system is the problem. I don't think, like, necessarily having a work ethic is the issue. People like to work if they earn money. But when you live in a welfare system and, like, more than half of what you make is taken by the government, yeah, I can definitely see why people don't enjoy that. I can definitely see why people absolutely hate that shit. You say an awful lot of crap. Obviously, it depends on the job. See, like, this is the exact thing. An ambulance driver isn't more productive working from home, but a designer or a programmer. It's not even like that. It's not just like the type of jobs. It's basically the type of mindset. Like, you need discipline to work from home. You need to actually wake up at certain hours. You need to be able to go to bed at certain hours in order to make a ritual. And to also tell your family to leave you the fuck alone. A lot of the time, like, your family thinks that if you're at home, you're free. And then they give you various tasks. But, again, it depends on the person, right? Like, for some people, working from home genuinely is more productive. I can't imagine what it's like working in an open office, especially with that corpo family mentality where people shoot Nerf guns at each other. A colleague brings some salami and starts eating it and it stinks out the plate. I can't imagine what it's like that, you know? And so, like, for me personally, working from home would be better. But other people, no. Other people like to socialize and shit. It's like, just let the private sector do what the private sector wants to do. This is ridiculous. And also, this conversation about the workplace. My brother in Christ, I know people that are desperate to find jobs. Okay? Like, unemployment is high in the United Kingdom. It's not like people don't want to work. Is that the diversity higher, the depressing of wages, the bringing of immigrants, like, all of this is making very difficult for people to get a job. And it's not like they don't want to work, but, like, imagine this, right? Like, you're a person in the UK, maybe you got a mortgage and some shit. Like, you want to work for at least £3,000. And you're competing with a guy from India that does probably the same job you do, or a little bit worse, and he's willing to work for £1,500. Why would the company ever hire the British person, right? Like, where is the incentive to hire a British person when, you know, they have mortgages, they have other reasons and obligations? Well, the guy coming from India just rents a place with 8 other Indians, and he lives like that, doesn't have that many expenses. You know, like, this is a problem that they have to address. It's not the fact that people don't want to work. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. And as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.